Here we go. Peace, 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 peace. Rami Salam El here. Oh, I know. You had to click it. You just had to find out. Black supremacy or white supremacy? What do you want? Which is better? Which one do you want to pick? You couldn't resist. You had to click on it. And we're going to get into it. But first, let me tell you, it was a trick question. It was a trick question. You chose black supremacy. You're wrong. You chose white supremacy. You're wrong. The question is, the answer is, rather, no supremacy. Yeah. What do you mean? Well, let me break it down to you. We're going to get into this right here. The mysteries of the silent brotherhood of the East. This is like a more advanced book of wisdom and lessons about Yahshua, Isa, Jesus, and some other stuff in here after you've read the Quran, the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, brought to us by Drew Ali. But let me get into it. And it says here, now in the evening, Yahshua and his mother sat alone. And Yahshua said, the rabbi seems to think that Allah is partial in his treatments of the sons of men, that Jews are favored and blessed above all other men. I do not see how Allah can have favorites and be just. Are not the Samaritans and the Greeks and Romans just as much the children of the Holy One as are the Jews? This is the question Jesus asked his moms, right? The Greeks and the Romans, they just as, yeah, that's your opinion. Okay, let me continue. I think the Jews have built a wall about themselves, and they see nothing on the other side of it. They do not know that flowers are blooming over there, and that sowing time belongs to anyone but the Jews. Ooh. It surely would be well if we could break these barriers down so that the Jews might see that Allah has other children that are just as greatly blessed. That's deep. And now what I want you to really take away from this is Jesus or Yahshua in this piece is speaking about the Jews thinking that they are favored and highly blessed above all of man. But you could substitute, Jews, take out Jews and put blacks and feel that, we've been here since the beginning of time, so we supreme to every other race. I don't know about that. And I was thinking about this. I think that it may be fair to say that you have more experience, that you are more experienced than someone else, that you may have more skill in a task than someone else, that you may be more knowledgeable than someone else. But to say that you are supreme over another people, that's a problem. Because we all are children of the Holy One. There's only one. La, Jah, Yahweh, Most High, the All, whatever name we want to call our Creator. It's only one. And we are all children of the Creator. We got to understand that. Right? You following me? Then I want to read this other piece just in case you say, well, I mean, that was that Mysteries of the Silent Brotherhood book, but I ain't never seen that. I ain't seen that in the Quran, Rami. Where that talk about in the Moorish Quran? Where Drew Ali talk about that? Because I feel we superior. Well, take it easy. Take it easy. We getting there. Walk with me. Chapter 9. Jesus attends a feast in Bihar. And here he taught human equality. Ooh. Let's read. Allah and all mastermen judge men by what they are and not what they seem to be, not by their reputation and their fame. Not by their reputation and their fame. These courtesans and thieves, just to give you a little backstory, in this chapter, Jesus is at a party And he kicking it with the thieves, the streetwalkers, you know what I mean? He kicking it with all the people that you're technically not supposed to be kicking it with. You know, you a scholar, you just holy, man. What you doing kicking it with them? That's what some of the wealthy people are saying in the party. And Jesus was like, man, forget all that. I'm here to teach the people. Your reputation, all of that don't matter. You know what I mean? That's the backstory. These courtiers, and courtiers is just a pretty way of saying streetwalker. Courtiers and thieves, I think. I need to look that up. Courtiers. These courtiers and thieves are children of my Father Allah. Their souls are just as precious in his sight as yours, or of the Brahmic priest. The thieves and the courtiers are children of Allah, and their souls are just as precious as yours. Just as, equal. No one superior. And they are working out the same life sums that you have solved, you men who look at them with scorn. And some of them have solved much harder life sums than you have solved, you men who look at them with scorn. Yes, the sinners, and they are sinners and confess their guilt while you are guilty, but are shrewd enough to have a polished coat to cover up your guilt. Well, I don't want to get into the rest of that. The point I was trying to show you is that we are equal. Okay? It's no superior. It's no... I get it. You know what I mean? You get all this knowledge and we understand that our ancestors created civilization and they did this and the founders. All of that's amazing. Doesn't make us superior. Doesn't make us supreme over another. You got to remember that. You disagree? Let me know what you think. You agree, disagree? You feel you are superior? And if you do feel you are superior, where do you think that gets us in the long scheme of things? Isn't that exactly how certain European people were viewing the rest of the people on the planet? And if you go back in history, you see this cycle happening over and over again, where some people think that they are supreme over others and therefore that they can rule and control and enslave others. It doesn't end well. But you let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Study the Quran, Holy Quran, Circle 7, brought by Drew Ali. The Mysteries of the Silent Brotherhood of the East. Also Drew Ali. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. And with that, I think I'm done. Well, actually, I'll close out with this. Yeah, close out with this one. Boom. Charlemagne the God. Black privilege. And we're going to scoot all the way to the back and read this here. When you first saw the title of this book, you might have said, Charlemagne tripping. Ain't no such thing as black privilege. Well, hopefully, by now I've at least convinced you that you've got God's privilege. Ooh, that's a deep one there. That's a deep one. That's a deep one. You got to think about that. Much love to you. Keep shining. And look up Charlemagne. The history of that person is very interesting, especially as it relates to Moors. Much love. Keep shining. Peace.